What's up, Samurai Assassins? Fat Samurai Guy is here, and welcome to another episode of The Movie Dojo, where we discuss martial arts cinema and action films. Today in the dojo, I'm going to review Monk Comes Down the Mountain. Here's a quick plot synopsis. This kung fu comedy is about a young monk who embarks on an adventurous journey after being kicked out of his monastery. Now I'm going to give you the good, I'm going to give you the bad, I'm going to give you the badass. First up, the good. Visually, the movie looks great with some pretty good cinematography. Some of the CGI effects were decent in the movie, kind of ranged from, okay, that was kind of solid to yikes. And the performances in the movie were very well done. You have Chang Chen and Aaron Kwok playing the wise and stoic martial arts masters. And even our protagonist has a very comedic charm about him. But sometimes it was a little too much. I mean, this guy might be the happiest monk in cinema history. It seemed like nothing could upset this guy. Hey man, I'm sorry your parents abandoned you. Me? Abandoned by my parents? It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. Hey, I gotta look on the bright side. At least I had parents. Dude, are you seriously like out here alone with no place to live and shit? Man, that's fucked up. That's right. I'm poor and I'm starving. It's all good, man. There's nothing wrong with that. So, hey, I'm just gonna be losing weight all the time. I'm gonna be slim and trim. Hey, man, after your checkup, did the doctor tell you? Because he kind of whispered to me that, dude, you only got like 2 days to live, man. I mean, who wanted to live forever, man? Seriously, I didn't. Now for the bad. Messy storytelling, no character development at all. And the big one for me is the tone being so inconsistent in this movie. This film is all over the place. For example, you have our hero who was taken in by a doctor who specializes in Western medicine. He feels sorry for him and he takes him in and he gives him a job and they become good friends. Now on the other hand, you have the doctor's brother who's this lazy, disrespectful, just no good son of a bitch. Who just wants his older brother's money. This guy's so horrible, he ends up selling the whole entire shop of supplies for a ring, just one ring. And his older brother's screaming at him going, what the fuck, that's our family shop, man, what are you doing? And the brother's like, hey man, okay, it's all about just having fun, okay? Who wants to fucking work, man, okay? Now I have this wonderful rich ring. You know what I'm saying? I'm living the high life, man. Life's too short, man. It's all about having fun. So the older brother just furiously just leaves and storms out. And you actually kind of feel a little bit bad for the doctor. Because you can tell, you know, he's a good guy. And his brother's a piece of shit. Even our hero is not laughing anymore, believe it or not, finally. And he kind of feels bad for his buddy. And here's the beginning of the movie's tone going... As a viewer, you're feeling for this guy, and then all of a sudden he turns around and he goes, you know what? You know what? My younger brother's right. It's all about sex and fucking. So give me my fucking aphrodisiac. I'm going straight home to the wife and get busy. What the fuck just happened? What? We're supposed to feel sorry for this guy later? Really? And then not too long after that, two people that you thought was going to be an important, vital part of the plot, end up dying. Even our protagonist actually jumps into the water to try to save one of them. And then you find out later that he was the cause of both murders? Our hero, ladies and gentlemen, where the fuck did this come from? This just came completely out of nowhere. And when he had a fucking change of heart, decides to dive in the water and try to save one of them? Okay. And then despite other bullshit and things happening and going on, we have a fucking subplot of some bitch that wants to get fucking pregnant. Like, what? You keep going back to the monastery and try to go to the monks for help? But she somehow thinks that our hero is the one that's supposed to fuck her? Like, why? Where did this come from? Like... Okay, I'm confused. So then they both have some G-rated Disney fucking. And then she just ditches this guy. And then we have this dumbass scene. I'm never gonna see her again. And keep in mind, parts of this movie is being narrated by his child. Yes, our happy-go-lucky fun monk slash serial killer's child. Which you never see and meet, so what was the fucking point? He then becomes Aaron Kwok's pupil, and then later becomes Chang Chen's pupil. But you really don't care that much about what's happening in the movie or anybody's relationship. And there is just way too much wire fu in this movie. I get it, it's a fantasy film, I get it, okay? That comes with the territory, but they really needed an action director like Yuen Wah. The legendary Yuen Wah knows what the fuck he's doing, okay? He knows how to combine over-the-top insane wire fu mixed with really impressive, grounded fight choreography. Some of the fights in this movie is okay, but overall, it's just really unimpressive wire fu. What a waste of our star's martial arts skills in this movie. What a waste. This is the same badass motherfucker that fought Donnie Yen at the end of Kung Fu Killer. And now for the badass? Yuen Wah is a fucking badass. This guy's a legend. He's been around for many years. I've always been a fan of him, and I smile all the time I see him just pop up in these movies. And this guy can play villains like this in his sleep, okay? He's very good at playing villains, very good. And really, to me, the only interesting thing in this film is his beef he had with Aaron Kwok. There wasn't a lot of backstory, and there wasn't really a lot of character development, but there was enough shown to you that when they actually get the chance to throw down and fight, you actually give a shit a little bit. So yeah, was it the best fight out of the movie? Of course. But unfortunately, even the end finale was a letdown. I mean, some of the fight choreography between some of the minions was alright, it was okay, but I expected a lot better with Chang Chen's character versus Yuen Wah at the end. I was like, alright, here we go. It's revenge time. Alright, fuck it. Everything else fucking sucked. Alright, here we go. Let's do this. And the worst thing of all, the one piece of shit person that caused all of this drama didn't die. How the fuck did this happen? This character was a spoiled, weak, pathetic fool. And this motherfucker lives? What the fuck, movie? Now, is this movie harmless? Yes. Can you have fun with it and enjoy its fun moments? Yes. But for me, the negatives really outweigh the positives in this movie. There are way better kung fu fantasy comedies out there. So I give Monk Comes Down the Mountain 1.5 out of 5 ninja stars. That's it for today's episode of The Movie Dojo. Let me know what you guys thought of Monk Comes Down the Mountain in the comments below. And thank you all for watching. You guys rock. And stay tuned for my next review of Ip Man 3. See you next time. Like, share, subscribe. Like, share, subscribe.